Hey everybody, let's go ahead and get started. An Alabama teen attacked by a shark over the summer is back in the area. Find out why she visited a local hospital. And the grades are in for school districts across Alabama. What changed for Mobile County Public Schools? And it's the quarterfinals for high school football playoffs, and we've got the big games that we're following. We've got all of that and more. It's time for News 5 Now.
This is News 5 Now, streaming live to your neighborhood and around the world.
Hey, Internet family, I'm Akivia McFarland, and thank you so much for joining us for WKRG News 5 Now. We get together every single day and do this at 5:30, and it's a good time to get together and hear your thoughts and hear what we have for you. We share our big stories, and we get to read your answers to our question of the day and see how you voted in our Facebook poll as well. Very interested to see what those questions are. I'm going in kind of blind today to make it interesting. So let's go ahead and get ready. We're going to start with the big stories that we are following for you right now, beginning with number 5. An Alabama teen recovering from a shark attack over the summer returned to the hospital where she was treated. Lulu Gribben paid a visit to Ascension Sacred Heart in Pensacola yesterday, more than 5 months after the shark attack in Seacrest Beach. She met with the medical staff who helped treat her during her 2-month stay in the hospital. Lulu lost her left hand and right leg in that attack. Since the attack, Lulu has returned to school and has even learned how to surf and how to play golf. Again, such a remarkable young lady with a gorgeous smile there. We're so happy to hear that she is recovering. Number 4, the grades are in for school districts across Alabama. And Mobile County Public Schools saw improvements compared to last year. A little bit of a round applause for Mobile County Public Schools for the 2023-24 academic year. Mobile County Public Schools earned a B, rising 2 points from a 79 to an 81. The score reflects several factors, including academic achievement, growth, and graduation rate, which all increased compared to the 2022-2023 academic year. Scores in English, math, and science also went up. Scores were released for other local school systems, including Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Bruton, Satsuma, and Saraland City Schools. All of them earned an A. So very happy, very proud to hear about how our Gulf Coast schools are doing. Keep it up, kids. Number 3, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis set a special election date to fill former Representative Matt Gaetz's vacant House seat in Florida's congressional district. The primary election is scheduled for January 28th. The district election will take place on April 1st. The special election dates come hours after Gaetz said he would not be returning to serve in the 119th Congress. Number 2, it's Week 3 of high school football playoffs, and we finally made it to the quarterfinals, where we're following our game of the week, which is UMS at Viger, a rematch in Class 5A. Other big games happening in our area include Spain Park at Spanish Fort, Tallahassee at Jackson, Houston Academy at T.R. Miller, and Maplesville at Millery. Make sure you're tuning in to WKRG News 5 Now at 10, and we will have all of the scores and highlights for you. Our sports director, Simone Eli and Gerhard Mathangani, will get you right. We know we can trust them for that. All right, and number 1, we are right in the middle of Your Hometown series, and today we are featuring Atmore. All right, so we are going to be telling you about the history of Atmore and the Porch Band of Creek Indians. We've all gone up there over the last several weeks to get these wonderful stories. I was particularly covering the arts and entertainment in the downtown area, and I'm telling you, I saw some beautiful murals and beautiful art and beautiful train art, specifically as an ode to the fact that Atmore began as a train depot called William Station. So it was very, very neat seeing how their history and how their pride is incorporated into all of the art and, their entertainment as well. I had a little show put on for me by members of the Greater Escambia Council of the Arts. Wonderful performers, wonderful singers and musicians there. So very, very cool stuff. You don't want to miss it. Our hometown Atmore is going to be going on until 7 o'clock. So make sure you're tuning in to WKRG for all of the stories we have to tell. And if you've missed what we've aired so far, don't worry. You can catch us on WKRG.com. All of our stories and videos and stories packages will be posted there as well, so you can catch any that you haven't seen. You don't want to miss it. A lot of work was put into those, but it is a good time, very rewarding, and we love being able to highlight the city of Atmore. So there you go. Those are the big stories that we're following for you right now, but now we need to go ahead and get into that question of the day, and this is our question. We're talking about Atmore, so let's keep it together. We are talking about Atmore, and we want to know what's your favorite part of Atmore. I am not a whole lot familiar with Atmore, only what I've learned over the last few weeks. So I would have to be biased and say I'm loving the art scene. I think it's absolutely gorgeous what they've done with the downtown area. So I think for now that has to be my favorite part until I educate myself a little bit more on that wonderful city. So let's go ahead and see what you guys had to say. All right. So we have Morgan Ward Hybert here, says, I think it would be cool to recognize some of the people who make Atmore beautiful. The landscapers, the lawn cutters, the mural painters, the city workers who hang up the Christmas lights. Yes, let's show some love and some appreciation for the people who do those little things that make our cities beautiful and, give it that sweet little touch that you're not going to get everywhere. So we do appreciate all of the people who do the jobs that we take for granted from time to time. So I'm with you there, Morgan. All right, let's go next. We have Brandon Tanner, The Glorious Creation and Net's Kitchen Soul Food. All right, that's cool. Emma Lee Hope Dykes says, all the little boutiques downtown and the warehouse market. Got some reactions there. So y'all know about some good boutiques. Okay, y'all need to put me on game so I can know where to shop when I'm up there. Then Brandon was mentioning some restaurants. I heard that the Gather is a very nice restaurant in Atmore too. I've heard very, very good things about them. I've also heard very good things about David's Catfish too. So there you go. All right, there you go. Cassie said Gather. There's a coffee shop, a lot of cool things in Atmore. All right, let's go on down. And we've got Shay Sinclair here, made a little funny. She said the casino, and then I'm heading home afterwards. Got some laugh reaction there. A lot of people thought that was funny. That was a good one. Good one, Shay. The casino and going home. I don't blame you. All right, let's keep going, see what else was said. All right, Cindy Brooks Gregson says you should definitely visit the warehouse market in Porch. Their cinnamon rolls are so yummy. Love the fact that if you go down Main Street, there's pretty much something in every store, unlike some places that have quieted down a bit. So, all right, we'll have to keep that in mind. Check out the cinnamon rolls at Warehouse Market. All right. Very good, very good. Wanda Kendall says, my grandparents' old house. Oh, that's so sweet, keeping it in the family. There's nothing wrong with having, a personal touch. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit biased about your favorite place, right? So that's cool. Let's see what else is out there. You've got the coffee house, the philanthropic seed, the warehouse market again is the best. Gather. Yes, so I'm hearing a lot of good recommendations about places that you can go and that you can visit here. Got Sage 6 Boutique, that's from Courtney Ware. All right. So a lot of good answers. So if you're curious about the places to go, where the faves, where the community faves are in Atmore, I want you to come through this comment section here. Take a little scroll through and see if you find something that might pique your interest. So cool. Thank you so much for tuning in and chiming in with that question of the day. We really appreciate your answers. Some very good answers were given there. But now we need to switch gears because we need to get into that Facebook poll too and see what you guys had to say. Matt Gaetz withdrew his name from consideration for Attorney General yesterday. We wanted to know, are you surprised by this move? 46% of you say yes and 54% say no. Now, I will say I've seen some polls that are completely lopsided as far as the results, but these are almost right down the middle. Just a few more people are not surprised than they are. So there you go. Obviously, this is a very talkable story right now. Matt Gaetz is on the minds of many, and what's happening on Capitol Hill and our politics right now. So we will be keeping an eye on that and giving you updates as more of that unfolds. But looks like most of you are not surprised by that move. So now that we've had some fun, now I've got to give you homework. We've got some things to do. Head on over to Facebook, like the WKRG page if you have not already, and then answer our next question of the day. What is your favorite album of all time? Guys, I am so jealous that I won't be here Monday to go over this particular question with you. I'm going to be tuning in to see what your answers are, but I want to know, what's your favorite album of all time? Now, favorites are hard. I think picking a favorite anything is just so hard because there's so many greats out there. But I think in order for it to be a favorite album of mine, or for it to even be considered a best album, it has to be what I consider a no skips album. Like, for it to be like my favorite album, it's gonna be a no skips. You know, I have to think about what it is, but it's an album that you can listen to all the way through and not skip a beat. And matter of fact, you want to put it on repeat. Okay, so I want to know, what's your favorite album of all time? Very, very interested, and maybe even you'll put me on game. Maybe you'll mention an album that I haven't heard of before. I love music. I have a very diverse ear. So please put some good stuff in there so we can all hear what each other like to listen to. But also, we want you to vote in the Facebook poll. I don't want to get carried away on that question of the day. We have a Facebook poll too. We want to know, are you traveling or staying home for Thanksgiving? The holidays, they can be a lot, so chaotic when it comes to meeting with family and getting food and getting your meals ready and traveling. It can be a lot. So some people opt to stay home from time to time, and I don't blame you. So we want to see what you are saying. Make sure you vote. You have all weekend to get your answers in, and then come back on Monday and we will share the results to that poll. So in the meantime, we want you to turn on your TV, and that way you can catch up on the rest of the CBS Evening News, and that way come 6 o'clock, you can be right there where you need to be on WKRG to catch up on the rest of your local news, and also tune in to the rest of our edition of Your Hometown Atmore. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. These are some great stories that we've put together for you. So as always, Facebook family, thank you so much for joining us for WKRG News 5 Now. Have a wonderful weekend.